In today's video, we will see how to create employee time tracker in Google Sheets. This is the tracker which I have created in advance. Before creating the new format, let's see how it works. On the top, we have got our months and years, and both the things will be managed through drop-downs. One thing to mention in advance, if you are thinking that just by changing the months from the drop-downs, the whole format will be blank, it's not going to happen. I have created the drop-downs just to avoid the spelling mistakes. On the left-hand side, we have got all the details of the employees. Over here we have got status. Whenever any employee will resign, we have to select not active. Just after that, we have got our ideal working hours. Currently I have selected 9. In case you want to change this, it can be done. Just after that, check-in time, check-out time. When some employees reports on the job, we have to select yes, and time will be inserted automatically. Same with check-out. We have to select done, and time will be visible automatically. In case some employee take leaves, you have to select leaves from the drop down. When we come to right hand side, we have got our monthly summary. For different months, we have got different sheets. And in the end, we have got our annual summary sheet. We have got one more sheet over here by the name of settings. In setting sheet, we have got all the details of the employees. Whenever some employee leaves the job, we have to come on top. Over here we have got filter buttons. We have to click on the filter and we have to do sort A to Z. And the employee who has resigned will be visible at bottom. Just after that, we have got our dates and holidays, means holidays list. Then we have got our present, absent, our leaves and holidays. And after that, months and years. Let's start creating a new format now. I'll go to my Google Drive. In extreme left hand side on the top, we can see the option of new. I'll click on new. Over here we get lots of options. I'll be going to Google Sheets. A new Google Sheet is just in front of us. I'll come to right hand side and we'll close this. We'll delete whatever is showing over here. We'll take column A closer. We'll rename this sheet. This will be settings. We'll click on B2. We'll take the data of setting sheet from my example file. In setting sheet, we have got our employee codes, employee names, their designation, and status. Whenever the employee will be active, we have to put active over here, and in case employee resigns, we have to put not active. We will create drop downs for active and not active. I'll select from top to bottom. We'll go to data, means data tab. We'll come down and we'll click on data validation. On the right hand side, a window popped up. I'll click on add rule. Over here in the criteria, we can see drop down, option 1, option 2. I'll do this active. We'll click on the left hand side and we'll select green color for active. Option 2, I'll delete this and we'll do as not active. We'll come to left hand side. We'll click on drop down and we'll select red color. Over here we can see the option of advanced, means advanced options. We will click over here. We'll come down, display style, chip, arrow, plain text. We will select arrow and we'll click on done. We'll close this window. Over here our drop down got created. We will select active for all the employees. Now we will select all the data of the employees. We'll go to data and from here we will select create filters. So our filters got created. We will adjust the column size. Whenever any employee resigns, we have to select not active from the drop down. We have to go on top. We have to click on the filter of status, sort A to Z, and the employee who resigned will be visible at the bottom. In setting sheet, we have got dates and their holidays, details like present and different type of leaves. We have got half days as well as holidays over here. In extreme right hand side, we have got the month's name and years. We'll adjust the column size over here. Now I'll insert a new sheet. We'll rename the sheet. This will be January. We'll go on top. We'll take column A closer. We'll click on B3 and we'll select C also. We'll go on top. We'll come to right hand side. Over here we get the option of merge cells. I'll click on merge cells and both the cells got merged together. This will be month and year. We'll click on D and we'll select E also, and we'll merge this together. We'll go to data, we'll come down and we'll click on data validation. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on add rule. Criteria, we can see drop down over here. I'll click on drop down and we'll select drop down from a range. Entry box is visible over here. I'll click on the entry box. We'll go to setting sheet. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on entry box. We'll come to right hand side and from here I'll select months. We'll click over here once again and we'll select all the months from top to bottom. We'll take this down. We'll select this once again and we'll click on OK. Now we can see all the months over here. We will come down and we'll click on advanced options. We'll come down and we'll select display style as arrow and we'll click on done. We'll close this and we'll go to the sheet of January. So my drop down is visible over here. I'll select January. Now I'll click on F, means F3, and we'll select G also and we'll merge the cells. We'll go to data, we'll come down and we'll click on data validation. We'll come to right and we'll click on add rule. From here we will select drop down from a range. We'll click over here and we'll go to setting sheet. We'll click over here once again and we'll select all the years from top to bottom. We'll select from top to bottom and we'll click on OK. We'll come down, advanced options. We'll come down and we'll select arrow and we'll click on done. We'll close this and we'll go to the sheet of January. Over here, drop down of years got created. I'll select 2025. We'll select the whole row. We'll come to right hand side and we'll align all the things in center. We'll select month and year and we'll change the cell color. To change the cell color, I'll go on top. Over here we get two options, text color and fill color. We will click on fill color. We'll select desired color and we'll change the font color. We'll create borders over here. Over here also I'll create borders. We'll increase the row size. We'll select the whole sheet. We'll come to the center and we'll align all the things in mid. We'll select row number 3 and we'll increase the font size. We'll change the font style. We'll select as Arial. We'll do all the text as bold. Perfect. Now I'll click just under month and year. We'll select next cell also. Means over here I have selected B4 and B5. We'll go on top. We'll come to the center and we'll merge the cells. We'll drag this till G, means column G. We'll create borders. This will be serial number, employee code, employee name, designation, status, ideal working hours. We'll click on ideal working hours. We'll go on top and we'll wrap the text. We'll select both the rows and we'll align all the things in center. We'll adjust the column size of employee name. We'll select column B and we'll align all the things in center. We'll click just under serial number 1, 2. We'll select both and we'll drag it down. We'll keep till 10. We'll click just under employee code plus or equal to. We will go to setting sheet. We'll come to left and we'll click on first employee code and we'll hit enter. We'll drag this down. So we got all the employee codes over here. Employee name. For the names we will use VLOOKUP plus or equal to VLOOKUP. Bracket open. In VLOOKUP, the very first thing what we have to provide is lookup value. I'll take employee code as lookup value, comma. Second thing what we have to provide is table array. Table array is our data. I'll go to my setting sheet and in table array, I'll select all the details of the employees from top. We'll press F4 or function F4 to lock our range, comma. Third thing what we have to provide is column index number. Column index number is basically column number. In the sheet of January, we want employee name. So we have to count column number of employee names. Selection of VLOOKUP started from employee codes. So employee codes automatically became column index number 1. Name became 2. Designation became 3. And status became 4. So names are in column index number 2. So I'll put 2 over here, comma. I'll provide 0 for exact match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got name of first employee. We have to drag our formula to right hand side. So we will have to lock our lookup value. I'll double click on the formula. In the very beginning, we can see is equal to VLOOKUP bracket open. Then we can see C6 and C6 is our lookup value. We will put $1 just before C6. In this way, when I'll drag my formula to right, employee codes will not change, but when I'll drag my formula to the bottom or to the downside, my cell number will keep on changing. Before dragging the formula, I'll insert the criteria of if error. Will come in the very beginning. We'll insert if error bracket open. We'll come to the end. We'll put comma, double inverted comma twice for blank. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Autofill suggested. I'll close this and we'll drag my formula manually. We'll drag this to right. In all the places we can see the same thing, and that is names. I'll come to designation. We'll double click on the formula. Over here our column index number is 2. For designation, column index number was 3 in our setting sheet. So I'll do it 3. Enter. We'll drag this down. We'll come to status. We'll double click on the formula. Column index number of status is 4. So I'll do this 4. Enter. We'll drag this down. Ideal working hours. Over here formula is not required. So I'll delete this. As ideal working hours, I'll take 9 hours. We'll select the whole column and we'll align all the things in center. I'll drag this down. In case you have got 8 hours as your ideal working hours, you can put 8 over here or 10 as per the requirement or company policy. Now I'll select all. We'll go on top and we'll create borders. Now I'll click on H4 and we'll select till J. We'll go on top and we'll merge the cells. We'll create borders over here. We'll drag this to right. Over here we will insert our first date. Formula for first date will be plus or equal to date value bracket open. In date value, the very first thing what we have to provide is our day. So I'll take day as 1. I'll put double inverted comma 1, double inverted comma close. So this is our first day. And we have to provide month. So I'll click on month over here. And we have to provide the year. So I'll click on 2025. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. I got some random figure. We'll click on random figure. We'll go on top. We'll click on format tab. Number. We'll come to right hand side. We'll go to custom date and time. And from here I'll select this option where I can see date and month. And we'll click on apply. Now we can see 1st Jan. We'll click on right hand side. Over here we will insert the formula for day and the formula will be plus or equal to text bracket open. I'll click on my date, comma, double inverted comma, D means D 3 times. D is for day, double inverted comma close, bracket close, and I'll hit enter. And we can see Wednesday over here. We'll click just after ideal working hours. This will be check-in. We'll come to right hand side. This will be checkout, check-in time, checkout time, total hours, overtime. We'll select all the things from top to bottom and we'll create borders. We'll select date and day. We'll go on top and we'll change the cell color. We'll select all the headers over here and we'll change the cell color and font color. Over here also we will change cell color and font color. Perfect. We'll click on top of date. We'll select till day and we'll merge the cells. Over here we will be inserting our holidays, and for holidays I'll be using the function or formula of VLOOKUP, and our formula will be plus or equal to VLOOKUP bracket open. The very first thing what we have to provide is lookup value. Over here date will be my lookup value, comma, table array. Table array means our data. We will go to our setting sheet and we'll select all the holidays from top. We'll press F4 or function F4 and our range will be logged, comma. Now we have to provide column index number, means name of the holidays are in which column. Selection of VLOOKUP started from dates So dates automatically became column index number 1 and name of holidays are in column index number 2. So I'll put 2 over here, comma, 0 for exact match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We can see new year and this is our first holiday. I'll double click on the formula, will come in the very beginning and will insert the criteria of if error. If error, bracket open, will come to the end, comma, double inverted comma twice for blank, will close the bracket and will hit enter. We'll create borders over here, we'll go on top and we'll change the cell color and font color. Now we will copy this, Ctrl C or Command C will come to right hand side and we'll paste over here, Ctrl V or Command V. Over here we can see value error, we'll delete value error. Formula of second date will be totally different from first day. I'll insert formula for second date and the formula will be plus or equal to if, bracket open, I'll click on first date is smaller than EO month means end of the month, bracket open, I'll click on first date once again, comma, 0, bracket close, comma, we'll click on first date once again, plus 1, comma, double inverted comma twice for blank, we'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got our second date over here. So how this formula works? If first date will be smaller than end of the month, we use EO month or end of the month to get the last date of the month. So if first date will be smaller than last date of the month, in that case only 1 should be added to the first date or last date. And if this criteria is not fulfilled, in that case, we want our cells to be blank. So in the end, I have inserted double inverted comma twice for blank. Now I'll hit enter. I'll come to check-in. We'll select from top to bottom. We'll go to data tab. We'll come down. We'll click on data validation. We'll come to right and we'll click on add rule. We'll go to criteria and from here I'll select drop down from a range. We'll click over here. We'll go to my settings sheet. We'll click over here once again and we'll select all the codes from top to bottom and we'll click on OK. We'll come down, advanced options. We'll come down and we'll select arrow and we'll click on done. We'll close this. We'll go to the sheet of January. So over here, my drop downs got created. I'll select yes. Now I'll come to checkout. We'll select from top to bottom. We'll go to data, means data tab. We'll come down and we'll click on data validation. Add rule. We can see two options, option 1, option 2. I'll delete option 2. Over here, I'll put done. Advanced options. We'll come down and we'll select arrow and we'll do done, means we'll click on done. Now we will close this. Perfect. Now I'll click on check-in time. We'll go to file tab on top. We'll come down and we'll click on settings. In setting, we get two options, general and calculation. I'll click on calculation. Over here we can see two options, recalculation and iterative calculation. Currently, iterative calculation is off. I'll click on drop down and we'll do it on. Maximum number of iteration, I'll do it 1. Threshold, I'll delete this and we'll do as 0.001. We'll click on save settings. Now we will insert the formula for check-in time and checkout time and the formula will be plus or equal to if, bracket open. Currently we are in the cell J6. So I'll type J6 over here. Means I want the same cell reference where we are inserting our formula is equal to blank. For blank I'll insert double inverted comma twice. Comma, if J6 will be blank, then I want now over here. So now gives us current time. I'll put now, bracket open, bracket close, comma. If this criteria is not meeting, I want to show the same cell. So I'll put J6 once again. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We can see 0. We'll align this in center. We'll double click on the formula. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert one more criteria of if. If bracket open, we'll click on check-in time is equal to yes. So I'll put double inverted comma yes, double inverted comma close, comma. If check-in time will be yes, then only the formula or function of now should work. Otherwise, I want blank. So I'll come to the end, we'll put comma, double inverted comma twice for blank, we'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Now I'll drag this down. Let's delete yes from here. Nothing is visible. I'll select yes once again and we can see date along with time. I'll select check-in time and checkout time from top to bottom. We'll go to format. Number. We'll come down and we'll select only time. Here we can see 3:59 p.m. and this is the format. So I'll click on this format. Now we can see the current time. If I'll delete yes from here, nothing is visible. But if I'll select yes, check-in time got visible. And this time will not change. I'll delete this. Let's do one entry over here, yes. And we can see the time. I'll delete this. We'll come to checkout time. Or let's do one entry over here, yes. Checkout time. The formula will be plus or equal to, or let's drag this formula. We'll double click on the formula and we'll do one change. Over here we can see I6 is equal to yes. I'll delete yes and we'll put done and we'll hit enter. Why I have inserted done instead of yes? Because we have got done in the drop down of checkout. Now we can see time in checkout also. We'll drag this down. Total hours. So total hours will be plus or equal to if bracket open. We'll click on checkout time is greater than check-in time, comma. If checkout time will be greater than check-in time, in that case, we want checkout time minus check-in time. And if not, in that case, I'll put comma 1 plus checkout time minus check-in time. We'll close the bracket into 24. 24 for 24 hours. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert one more criteria of if. If bracket open, we'll click on checkout time is equal to blank. For blank, I'll put double inverted comma twice. If checkout time will be blank, in that case, I want to show 0. So I'll put comma, double inverted comma, 0. Double inverted comma close, comma. We'll come to the end. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Now I'll drag this down. Over time, formula will be plus or equal to total hours minus ideal working hours. We will log ideal working hours by pressing F4 or function F4 3 times. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert the criteria of if. If bracket open, total hours, we got some error. We'll double click on the formula. We'll insert one more bracket over here. Total hours is equal to 0. Double inverted comma close, comma. In return, I want 0. So I'll put double inverted comma 0, double inverted comma close, comma. And if this will not be 0, then I want total hours minus ideal working hours. Now I'll hit enter. We'll align this in center. We'll drag this down. Perfect. Now I'll come to done. Currently the time is 8:50 a.m. I'll delete this and we'll do the entry once again. Done. Now the current time is 8:58 a.m. It means the time is not changing. Now let's delete all. I'll select all the formulas. We'll copy this, Ctrl+C or Command+C, and we'll paste in second date, Ctrl+V or Command+V. Perfect. We'll come to right hand side. We'll select the whole sheet. We'll come to columns. We'll right click the mouse. Insert 26 columns right. We'll select the whole sheet once again. We'll right click the mouse. Insert 52 columns right. We'll select once again. We'll right click the mouse. Insert 52 columns right. We'll select the whole sheet once again. We'll right click the mouse, insert 156 columns right. We'll select this once again. We'll right click the mouse, insert 312 columns right. Perfect. So we have got enough columns to create the format. We'll come to left. We'll select all the things from top to bottom. Control C or Command C. And we'll click just after second date. Control V or Command V. We got our third date. We'll paste once again. We got our fourth date in the same way. I'll paste this format till 31st, means till last date of the month. Perfect. I'll come to right hand side. We'll click just after day. We'll go to my setting sheet. We'll copy all the details and all the codes. Control C or Command C. We'll go to January sheet and we'll paste over here. Control V or Command V. Now I'll copy all the headers. Control C or Command C. We'll click just in front of day. We'll right click the mouse. Paste special. We'll come to right and we'll select transposed. Now I'll select all the codes. Control C or Command C. We'll come over here. We'll right click the mouse. Paste special. Transposed. Perfect. Now we can delete this. Perfect. We'll come to right hand side. We'll select row number 4 and 5 and we'll align all the things in center. We'll change the cell color and font color. We'll select all the headers and we'll wrap the text. Perfect. We'll select the whole sheet and we'll align all the things in mid. Now we will insert our formula over here and the formula will be plus or equal to COUNTIF bracket open. I'll come to left and we'll select from H5 means from first date till last date. We'll press F4 or function F4 3 times and dollars will be inserted in the very beginning of my cell reference, comma. We'll click on code of present. We'll press F4 or function F4 2 times and dollar will be inserted in the center. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We'll align this in center. So why I have inserted dollar in the beginning of my range? Because I don't want my cell reference to change whenever I'll drag this to right. But when I'll drag this to bottom, my cell reference should change. But in the code, I have inserted dollar in the center. In this way, when I'll drag my formula to right, my cell reference will change. But when I'll drag this to bottom, my cell reference will not change. Enter. We'll drag this down. We'll drag this to right. We'll go on top and we'll create borders. We'll click on top of all the headers and we'll merge the cells. We'll create borders. This will be summary. Enter. We'll increase the font size. We'll change the cell color. We'll go to view, show. We'll come to right and we'll remove the grid lines. Perfect. We'll come to left and the format of January is ready now. Now we will select the whole sheet. We'll go to format, conditional formatting, format cells if. I'll click on drop down. We'll come down. We'll select is equal to. Over here I'll type not active. We'll click on drop down and we'll select red color. We'll change the font color and we'll click on done. We'll click on add another rule. Format cells if. I'll click on drop down is equal to. Over here I'll type Saturday, SAT for Saturday. We'll click on drop down, we'll select red color and we'll change the font color and we'll click on done. In this way, my Saturdays will be automatically highlighted. Now I'll click on the rule of Saturday. This rule is open now. Now I'll click on add another rule. In this way, copy got created. We'll delete Saturday and we'll do Sunday and we'll click on done. We'll close this. Now my Saturdays and Sundays will be automatically highlighted. Over here we have got our Saturday and over here we have got our Sunday. Perfect. Sheet of January is ready now. Now I'll come to the sheet's name. We'll right click the mouse, duplicate. Copy of January got created. I'll double click on the name and we'll do this February. We'll go on top, we'll click on drop down and we'll do this February. So the format of February is ready now. In the same way, we will create the sheets till December. Sheet of all the months got created. Now we will click on December. We'll right click the mouse, duplicate. This will be annual summary. We'll click on column H and we'll select till end. We will select till last date. We'll right click the mouse, delete columns H to GK. We'll come to left. In case you think that you have got extra columns and you don't need the columns, just select the columns from top, select till end. Once selected, right click the mouse, delete columns, and extra columns will be deleted. Perfect. I'll delete all the formulas from here. We'll come to left. We'll delete all the things. Delete row. We'll increase size of row number 2. We'll select till L and we'll merge the cells. This will be annual summary. We'll increase the font size. We'll click just under present, plus or equal to sum, bracket open. We'll go to the sheet of January. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on code of yes. Plus we'll go to February. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on code of yes. In the same way, we will connect all the sheets together. So all the months got connected. We will close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And our formula got inserted. I'll drag this down and we'll drag this to right. And our format is ready now. I'll provide the link of file in description box. In case you want to download, you can. But the download or edit access is only for channel members. You can join the channel membership to download the file. I'm sure you must have loved the video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you soon with a new topic. Till then. Bye-bye.